Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to make my contributions to Budget 2022. Budget 2022 under the caption, Steadfast Against All Challenges, Resolute in Building Our One Guyana. Mr. Speaker, however, before I address Budget 2022, I wish to make a few comments. I listened this morning to the first speaker, the Honorable Member, Ms. Walton Desir. And the speaker said, where there is no vision, the people perish. I totally agree with that. And why I'm saying I agree with that, it is because the APNU AFC had no vision. No vision. So from 2015 to 2020, the people perish. The people perish, Mr. Speaker. And as we walk around now, people are talking a different language. They are saying that they are glad that the PPP has returned to office. They are glad they listened to the 2022 budget. Mr. Speaker, just a few days ago, one honorable member on the opposition side, during the debate, they said that we are going too fast. Mash we brakes. I remember that clearly, mash we brakes. Today, the honorable members say that we can do so much more. We can do so much more. The first speaker said, we can do so much more and we can do it now. We are trying to do so much more. And we are trying to do it now with Budget 2022. That's what we are trying to do, Mr. Speaker. You know, so much was said. You know, the first speaker said, numbers don't tell lie. I agree. I agree, Mr. Speaker, numbers don't tell lie. The APNU AFC fired 1,976 of our young Amerindian people. Numbers don't tell lie. Numbers don't tell lie. $10,000 were taken away from the children. Numbers don't tell lie. Over 5,000 sugar workers were left jobless. Numbers don't tell lie. Over 30,000 persons were jobless without job. Numbers don't tell lie. 18 million US dollars cannot be accounted for. Where is it? Numbers don't tell lie. Numbers don't tell lie. $65 million according to the Auditor's General Report 2017 cannot be accounted for the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs. Numbers don't tell lie. And so, Mr. Speaker, now they're telling us, we, this government, the People's Progressive Party Civic, under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Irfaan Ali, now they're scolding us and saying all sorts of things about Budget 2022. When what we are trying to do, we are trying to repair the damage that they have done to this country. That is what we are doing, repairing the damage that was done to this Guyana. What we're trying to do, we are saying one Guyana. Our motto is one people, one nation with one destiny. And we are saying we want a one Guyana. And we are saying that we are going to be steadfast against all challenges. All challenges. So bring the challenges. We are going to be steadfast. Bring the challenges. We are going to be resolute in building one Guyana. This includes everyone, regardless of race, religion, or ethnicity. We are going to do it under the leadership of His Excellency. The People's Progressive Party Civic is back in the driving seat, and we will do it. Mr. Speaker, all the talks about poverty, a nightmare. We heard we're living in a nightmare. Yes, we were living in nightmare. We're waking up now. We are waking up. And I guess the members on the opposite side of the house just come out of their slumber. Mr. Speaker, you know what? I saw my colleague had the 2015 manifesto. I was to bring it, but I forgot. Because you know what? 2015, they had all the answers in their manifesto, but when they got into office, Mr. Speaker, they forgot. They forgot. And now I sit here and I listen. Now we can do so much, and this is what they can do. And if they were there, and they will be back, but you will remain there. You will remain there. And we will listen to you. Yes, we will listen to you. I remember the slogan, "A good life for all Guyanese," was said by the PNUAFC. A good life for all Guyanese. But what wasn't said, that you would have the good life, but under the People's Progressive Party Civic. And that is what we are trying to do. Budget 2022, we are trying to bring the good life to the people. The ordinary peoples are included. So the whole talk about a private sector budget, we have to understand that the private sector is important. Every Guyanese are important to the development of this country. Mr. Speaker, okay, Mr. Speaker, we heard all about suddenly the honorable member, Mr. Holder, knows all about the CSOs and Amerindian villages. I would like to say to Mr. Holder, while $30,000 per month, maybe it's not much for us, for him, but $30,000 means a lot when you're in the village. And again, I would like to say that $30,000 was taken away from the people. It was taken away by the APNUAFC. So how dare to cry now and say it's not enough? Of course, we are looking and see in the future how we can put something else to it. But what we try to do now is extend. Have some more. 500 more young people would now receive $30,000. So what should we do? Increase the salary or the wages on those that we have and leave out 500? No. We spread it, and so that more people can benefit. That's common sense. Mr. Speaker, you know, all the talk about the Amerindians and poverty and what? 2022 budget. I wish to say, Mr. Speaker, that we will benefit from every sector, from every sector. My people, the villagers, the local people, the ordinary people will benefit. Mr. Speaker, APNUFC Manifesto 2015, they promised to address Amerindian land issue. And they promised to do it in keeping with international standards. But I guess when they got there, they forget what was international standard. They forget what was said. However, Mr. Speaker, on return to office, the People's Progressive Party Civic started to address those issues. As we stand here today, 5 villages from 2020 to a few days ago, already those land issues were addressed. And budget 2022, Amerindian and hinterland development, under that, on page 65, 4.192. Mr. Speaker, allow me to read. And it says here, we are committed to ensuring that Amerindian and hinterland villages are economically empowered, first and foremost, through the land titling program, and secondly, through development of village economy. We are also committed to ensuring that all of the country's best educational and training opportunities are available to our hinterland brothers and sisters as they are to those on the coast. And we are committed to ensuring that the quality of social services delivered to all villages to improve markedly. Mr. Speaker, the word commitment, we are committed to do these things to address the outstanding land titling and demarcation. We are committed to do that, and it will be done because it has already started. And this government will continue and not to promise, as was done by the APNU AFC, promise and more promises. And they have failed. And when you fail, you sit in the back bench. Village economy. Village economy. We don't live in the past, Mr. Speaker. No, we don't live in the past. We look at mistakes and we move on and we do better in the future. And that is exactly what this government is going to do. Education. Mr. Speaker, we are going to, I must say, Mr. Speaker, not we are going to, we started. Many of our young people in our villages have already been part of the Gold program. And I would like to say in my village, Mr. Speaker, through internet service in this COVID environment, 9 of our young people can stay in the village and do their course at the University of Guyana. And that is development. That is moving forward. They would be coming to a close in September. And I'm quite sure that they will be graduating with honors. What do you call that? Development. Moving forward. Empowerment. That is what you call it. Steadfast and resolute. Building the village economy. Building the village economy. We are committed. Mr. Speaker, programs have started and we will continue economic progress in our villages. We will not be left behind. The same opportunities, we have seen it, the same opportunities on the coastline is now taken to the hinterland. And we will further develop. We will further develop with a special focus on our young people, on our youths, training in every field. You have heard from our Honorable Minister, Joe Hamilton, this morning. Those training are going to the villages now, Mr. Speaker. Isn't that development? Is that staying behind? that is giving our indigenous people equal opportunity. Equal opportunity for all. And we are committed to ensuring that quality of social services delivered. Mr. Speaker, this is what the PPP Civic is all about. Our government. No longer will we be left behind. Mr. Speaker, let me turn my attention to agriculture and food security. Agriculture, when we talk agriculture, we have lands, Amerindian and hinterland development.
Honourable Member, you need an extension to tell us about that.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to ask for your permission to allow the member to speak for 5 minutes to conclude her presentation.
Thank you, Honourable Minister Tashir. Honourable Member, you may continue.
Mr. Speaker, Amerindian and hinterland development. We will now be supported. Livestock and hinterland communities will be expected to be delivered. We will be part of the livestock rearing. We will be part of the aquaculture. We will be part of new ventures such as the soybeans. There is a bright future for us because we have at our disposal land, Mr. Speaker. Land we have, and there is budgeted in the 2022 budget to address hinterland development. We are not going to stay behind. Under the People's Progressive Party government, we are going to progress. Under the program, Mr. Speaker, where there was no equipment, we will also benefit. We have benefited before, and those benefits will increase in the form of tractor and other implements, plants, fertilizer, if needed. We will benefit from those programs and projects. Mr. Speaker, these are exciting times. Agro-processing. Agro-processing. We will also venture into new areas. Agriculture. We have the land, and now we have a government that cares about the indigenous peoples, and we will expand. We will expand every area possible so that development, real development, can come to our indigenous peoples. Education. As I said before, Mr. Speaker, we are part of the Gold Project, but also in our schools. In our schools, we have developed. Our children are more comfortable. Even in this COVID environment, special care has been given to ensure that our children their safety comes first. Mr. Speaker, as we debate Budget 2022, there is so much that we will benefit from as a people. There is so much. But I want to say, we are looking forward to greater heights. We are looking forward to move up economically. In the area of health, we also will be benefiting more health facilities in our villages. And there are a number of other benefits that I can go on and on. However, Mr. Speaker, I would like to say on behalf of the indigenous peoples of this country, we will move forward. We will experience what real development is all about. In the field of education, agriculture, social services, and in every area, we will benefit. We say thank you to His Excellency, Dr. Irfaan Ali, and we will be part of all the future developments. And our friends on the other side, we are extending a hand. Come on board. Let us work together. Let us move Guyana forward. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.